All right, we're going to break down what might just be one of the most unbelievable matches in WrestleMania history. Now, this isn't just about a win or a loss, no. This is about that one moment when a rising star stared down a living legend and pretty much changed the entire landscape of wrestling forever. You hear that line from the commentary team? It says it all, doesn't it? It's the whole theme of the match right there. This raw, unbelievable act of defiance against one of the most dominant forces the sport has ever seen. So let's set the stage, because to really get how huge this moment was, you have to understand the two guys who stepped into that ring. On paper, this thing was, well, it was a total mismatch. Okay, so in one corner, you've got the beast, Brock Lesnar. I mean, the guy is a truly unstoppable force. His whole career is just built on pure, terrifying dominance. And then in the other corner, you have the challenger, Obafemi. Now, he's a rising star, for sure, but he was going up against an opponent who felt, well, almost mythical. This was David versus Goliath, plain and simple. The match kicks off just like you'd think it would. Lesnar just mauls Femi into the corner. But then, something happens that nobody saw coming. Femi doesn't just take it. He screams right back in Lesnar's face and, bam, knocks him clean off his feet. The crowd just loses its mind. This was definitely not in the script. But just look at Lesnar's reaction. He gets up and delivers these two freight train clotheslines, but Femi, he doesn't go down. He just stays on his feet. And you can see it right there, that look of shock in his eyes. For maybe the first time ever, the beast looks genuinely rattled. It's like that initial shock just flipped a switch in Brock Lesnar. The surprise party was over, and now the brutal, systematic dismantling was about to begin. He decided it was time to remind everybody, especially Obafemi, exactly who he was. And for anyone who might not be totally in the loop, this is where we need to talk about Suplex City. It's not a real place. It's more like a state of being. It's what we call Lesnar's signature series of just these devastating German suplexes that he uses to literally break his opponents. And then it begins. One after another, Lesnar starts launching Femi across the ring. First one, then a second, even nastier one, and then a third. See, he's not just trying to win at this point. He's trying to make a statement and take back absolute control. So the commentary team just nails it with this line. That little flicker of hope for the challenger, it looks like it's gone. The natural order of things is back. This is the dominant Brock Lesnar everyone expected to see, and you can't help but feel like the end is coming for Obafemi. But wait, the story doesn't end there. Lesnar, he's feeling it. He senses the victory is close, and he decides it's time. Time to use his ultimate weapon, the one move that has put down countless legends before him. And that move is the F5. Look, this isn't just another maneuver. It's his finisher. It's the exclamation point. It's the lights out, game over, see you later move. When Lesnar hits the F5, the match is over. It really is as simple as that. So just like we've seen him do 100 times, Lesnar hoists Femi up on his shoulders, spins him through the air, and just plants him in the middle of the ring with a massive F5. The ref's down for the count. This has got to be it. And then this happens. In a moment of just pure collective disbelief, after taking Lesnar's absolute best shot, Obafemi gets back up. I mean, he doesn't just beat the count, he gets back to his feet. The look on Lesnar's face, the roar from the crowd, everything changed in that one single moment of defiance. So surviving the F5 wasn't the end of the story. Man, it was the turning point. Femi had just walked through the absolute worst of the storm, and now it was his turn to strike back. So as a totally stunned Lesnar comes towards him, Femi unleashes his own nuclear bomb, a massive chokeslam that puts the beast flat on his back. The momentum hasn't just shifted, it has completely flipped upside down in a matter of seconds. Femi sees his opening. He measures the dazed Lesnar, gets him up, and hits his own finisher, the fall from grace. You can hear the commentator's voice just cracking as he screams, "No freaking way," as Femi makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's the number that changed everything. The referee's hand slaps the mat for the third and final time. The bell rings, the impossible just happened. What came next was more than just a celebration. It was basically the coronation of a new star, and a really surprising, heartfelt tribute to the legend who had just been defeated. And there it is. That declaration from the commentary team makes it official. This wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a lucky win. It was an arrival. Obafemi didn't just beat Brock Lesnar. In that moment, he became the next big thing. But then, something else, something really amazing happened. As the new champion is celebrating, the crowd's attention turns to the guy he just beat. They start chanting, "Thank you, Brock." It was this beautiful, spontaneous show of respect, like they were all acknowledging the end of an era and the official passing of the torch. And that kind of leaves us with this question, right? What is it that turns a simple victory into the stuff of legend? Was it the defiance, the sheer resilience, or was it that moment of respect shown in the end? This match, it wasn't just about who won. It was about how a star was born, how a legend was honored, and how one single win can last forever.